Yo, so the opinions and views expressed in this podcast are that of our own and the future Bachelor podcast only, and not affiliated with any outside party or entity or anything like that. This fun podcast, though, may include some adult language.
Future Bachelor podcast.
Well, why don't we get into what we like to do around here? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You wondering what we doing? No.
I am now.
It's that time to talk about Bachelor stuff on our show. Yes, it's no mystery. This show provides you all the Bachelor Nation drama you've been missing out on in the off season. But before we get talking about Bachelor Nation, YouTube, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and subscribe, smash that thumbs up button, and hit that notification bell so you can get notified every time we drop new Bachelor content, just like this. And if you just did, oh man, huge shout out to you. Woo-wee, air horns for you. Before we get even started with that, we need to go into shouting out our comment crew as always. We got the Nancy Drew crew on lock. Merry Christmas. I hope you all had a nice, happy, and Merry Christmas. Catherine Ann, Chelsea Allen, Kathleen Kent, the homies, of course. We got Marion SP back in the comments section. We love you, Marion. And we got a new friend in there, Corgi Singh. I think that's what, YouTube, you never know what you're going to get with some handles. Like, luckily, the Nancy Drew crew got their names in there. Make it pretty simple, but we're still going to shout you out for leaving a comment. Shout out to our new subscribers. You can easily get shouted out on the next episode of the podcast just by leaving a comment below, just letting us know what you think of us, and hopefully you're nice, but let us know what you think about the conversation, any topics we might be talking about, and give us a subscribe. We're trying to get a lot more subscribers on here so we can bring you more content. So shout out to the comment crew. V, what do we got going on in Bachelor Nation this Christmas season?
So Christmas season also tends to be sort of like celebration of anniversaries or new relationships or proposals or stuff like that. I personally hate a Christmas proposal, but to each their own. But some folks who are celebrating their first year anniversary just the other day were Anna Redman, who was on Mike's season. Not Mike's, who am I saying? Matt James' season. And then Chris Bukowski, he was he had been on a bunch of seasons. He had been on Bachelor in Paradise, things like that. They've been living together and they've been dating, I guess, for one full year. So, a random Bachelor Nation pairing that people, don't even pay attention to a lot. But Anna's pretty big on TikTok and stuff like that.
I mean, have they been putting it out there, or is it just something they've been keeping on the down low?
No, it's been pretty out there, as I think she made him Instagram official probably earlier this year, maybe spring summer of this year. So they definitely, but I feel like he's just kind of a chill dude. So he'll pop up in her TikToks and stuff, but I don't feel like he's actively out there in these streets being all look at us.
Right.
But,
I mean, I know she has a big personality. I don't know if she got the best cut on that season, but
she did not, because she was kind of part of the mean girls who were all calling what's her fetch an escort, Brittany.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but didn't she had a redeeming arc, right, on Bachelor in Paradise?
She ended up having a redeeming arc, and she just had kind of a redeeming arc in social media world.
Yeah.
Too. She seems to have been one of the folks that's come out of the series, the Nation, who does social media stuff, but in a way that seems a little bit more approachable and not as annoying as many of them do. So
interesting.
I mean, I have to give her credit for that.
What do you think her tactic is?
I think she doesn't lean in so heavily to being of Bachelor Nation. I think she knows that's helped driven her, but I think a lot of times it's not it's not front of mind when you are consuming her content, I guess is what you could say.
I mean, she does hang out with Bachelor Nation people, right? But it's not always
I mean, she lives in Chicago, so there's a decent amount of them there. Brother just is creeping over into the room.
What's up, brother?
But so there's definitely a decent amount of folks like who live in the Chicago area who do influencing stuff that are from Bachelor Nation, but I think it's different than so many of them that live in like San Diego, LA area versus like, you know, or even like the New Yorks. I think the Chicago bubble is a little bit different.
It's a little bit more chiller. you know what I'm saying? Oh, man. No? Okay. That's cool. What else we got going on in Bachelor Nation?
Well, other relationship things. So Mike Johnson is in an exclusive relationship, and it's not with me. So
You're taken.
I guess, huh?
You're taken.
I know I am, but I could have been taken by Mike before. But I could have been.
Coulda, shoulda, would've.
But he, I guess, has been in a relationship with some chickadee for 6 months. I guess only exclusive for 2. He will not reveal names, but I guess how it came to be was that I guess his pal hollered at this girl and you know, realized that she was too tall for him. And then like pretty much like passed her info off to Mike, and then they've been hanging out ever since. So I guess it was also his friend that helped him get on Bachelorette. So obviously he's just a good wingman in general, or at least tries to be. So you know, I guess they're doing some sort of Mike's birthday is 2 days. It's today, I guess. 2 days after Christmas, that would be today. So I guess they're doing something sort of together for the holiday and things like that. So
we'll see if it's an actual thing or just cuffing season, you know?
Or just cuffing season.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows?
Well, I mean, keeping it, you know, a secret and out of like the light probably helps the situation a little bit more, right?
Oh, for sure. I think, like, especially with someone who has been as, you know, thirsted after, like Mike, I think it's probably for the best to, like, withhold her identity and stuff. Because I'm just thinking of, like, even, obviously, Justin Bieber's, like, a whole different level. But, like, Justin Bieber, like, you know, when him and Selena broke up and then he started dating and then, you know, eventually marrying Haley Baldwin, now Bieber, you know, fans get crazy. Like when you're like kind of like a you know, a heartthrob kind of person, fans get crazy the second that they have a face or a name to who you might be dating or seeing. And, you know, that's the last thing you want when it's somebody as a more approachable, like not as like an A-list. Like, I mean, Mike Johnson is a heartthrob, but in a sector of celebrity, if you will. Mm-hmm. So a lower sector. So like when you're more approachable like that and there's more access to you, you don't want, I think it makes it better for you to like not be maybe revealing folks if that's not what they want.
Right. I mean, people just hate online. That's all people do nowadays, it seems like, you know?
Right.
Well, that's good for him. I do want to know who it is though. See a photo or something probably.
I know, me too. I just kind of want to see like how cute are they together. That's all I want to know.
I'm sure they're cute.
Who's say?
Yeah, maybe they're not. What else we got going on?
So Seinne Flemming, who I think was she also on Matt James' season, or was she on? I feel like she was on Matt James' season.
Yeah.
I don't know. She's married twice technically at this point because she did 2 wedding ceremonies. They tied the knot in Anguilla, and then they also got legally married in the U.S., in L.A., but they posted a bunch of beautiful photos. Her now husband, Doug Fillmore, looks plain. He just looks tall, you know?
Yeah, I remember, you know, she
just looks tall.
I'm looking her up right now to see like what she looks like. She was a cutie, that's for sure. Yeah, I mean, it's funny. Like, it doesn't even tell me which. She's on Bachelor season 22, but who was the Bachelor?
I know.
That's what I want to know. But yeah, I mean, so she did. Oh, she was on Ari's season.
Ari's season, that's right. Our first season.
That was our first season. No wonder we can't remember. But she does have a familiar face. So good for her. I'd love to see some weddings go down. And it's outside of Bachelor Nation, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we got that's that. Outside of Bachelor Nation for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else going on?
Jordan Kimball, who, was the model one, he had a big arc on Bachelor in Paradise one year, and then he was on was he on Hannah Brown season, I believe? I think
it was Hannah Brown.
And he and his wife are expecting a baby. So people are like, do you think he'll put him into modeling? Who's to say?
Yeah,
so,
he always brought some like comedy to the situations and stuff.
Yeah, he was crazy. He
also got serious once in a while, which was like funny because it's hard to take him seriously.
For real though. He just was kind of a funny dude, yeah, because he wore the whole like the gold like whatchamacallit Speedo bottoms and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That was his thing.
You got to have a big personality to wear one of those Speedos.
For real.
Or big whatever else. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Well, anything else to close us out here for Bachelor Nation news?
Yeah, so Bach and Giannina, I feel like we might have talked about this like a month ago when he asked, but I don't know if we did. They are, I guess, in the process of moving in together. He asked her last month if she would want to move in with him, and she said yes. They've been dating for like nearly a year, and I guess they've been spending a lot of time like swapping spots, like in between Atlanta and Colorado. So, we'll have to see I don't know exactly where they're going to land for where they're going to live together, if it's going to be more Colorado or where it might be. But
yeah, those two are cute. You think they'll make it the long haul?
I mean, they've been doing pretty well. I mean, I think I guess they have photos of them in their kitchen. Is this in Colorado? It looks like potentially. I mean, a year together is pretty good for these kinds of couples. And I feel like they're going at like kind of a more normal being in quotes pace, because they met on a show and then they started dating afterwards, and they kind of had to keep stuff quiet. And I feel like it allowed them to kind of just like let their relationship like more naturally grow and things like that. So, yeah, I mean, I could see them staying together for a while. They seem like a good match.
Yeah, not even just a good match, but like, I like how they're from different shows. Mm-hmm. I mean, obviously they're from the same show, but I'm just saying like different shows previously. So right. It's kind of like they have different experiences with like being on reality TV. Dating within their worlds, their silos of, the shows, and then being able to cross-pollinate. They probably got a lot of experience in dealing with situations here and there, but they just seem happy. They happy.
Do, and like I feel like because they both are coming at it from like understanding the whole dating in reality TV, I feel like that helps them understand each other. But because it's once again like not a purely like inside Bachelor Nation or inside, I feel like Love is Blind allows folks to open up to like meeting some of those other reality TV things, especially because they met on a different reality show. Mm-hmm. That was the whole point, was kind of crossing stuff over. But I feel like that helps them understand each other, but without it being like so heavily like Bachelor or whatever focused,
totally. We're rounding the end of the year here. When does the new Bachelor season start?
The 23rd, I believe.
January 23rd.
I thought so, yeah.
Okay, so
is that a Monday or Tuesday? Monday.
Yeah, I guess we got a couple more weeks of off season catching up, but usually don't they start like earlier than that?
Usually, yeah. Usually it's like more right after the start of the year.
I wonder what the decision was to push it a little bit.
Probably maybe just to avoid some of the stuff with like the college football playoffs and stuff like that. Potentially.
That makes sense. Did you watch a lot of sports over the holiday?
Yeah, I mean, I watched my bowl game. I watched some other stuff. I mean, my brother's going to be coming back with me to watch sports in Atlanta. So more to come.
Nice. What do you guys think? Do you want to see Mike's new relationship, who he's with, a picture? Do you know? Let us know if you got any guesses who he's dating right now. Would you, like, how old would your baby be if you were to put him into modeling? You know, what kind of, you want a Gerber baby model? You know, everyone thinks their baby's cute. Was your baby cute or ugly? Just be honest.
Just be honest.
Do you think Bach and Giannina are gonna go the long haul? I would like to know. You know, so I do you follow Anna Redman? Do you like her content? I need to know these questions. Answer them in the comments below, or just say hi. Whatever you guys want to do. We'll be back next week with some more.
Or tell us, if you have anything you want us to talk about. Tell us.
Yeah, just like let us know. Like we'll discuss it. Easy. Just leave a comment, and make sure you're giving that thumbs up button and subscribing. It helps with those YouTube algorithms, as they say. So
as they say.
Hope you guys had a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. We'll be back next week with another episode.
Future Bachelor Podcast.